Hey guys, welcome back to Black, White, and the Grays. My name is Kylie Gray and you are in my kitchen. We're about to go out to the garden and I got some projects I'm going to work on and I'm going to show you what I'm working on, discuss it, because a lot of you had some really good tips on my video I just posted, but it is not going to be the video. The video title was Celebrating the Little Things, I believe that's what it was. I'll link it somewhere. But that was not the last video. I am like several weeks behind in my videos, actually, which is good because I've been filming a lot, so I have a lot of content. So it's just following, what you're seeing is like a week and a half behind what's actually happening. So there you go. Anyway, so we're gonna go out. I have some solutions to my insect netting issue and we'll go out and we'll do that in a second. But I was at a restaurant in Bend, Oregon, which is pretty close to us. It's local. And I ordered a roast chicken, and well, not a whole, a partial roast chicken I got. And my friends that were with us were like, how's your meal? And I was like, it's good. It's fine. It's fine. Like, it wasn't, wow, this is the best roast chicken I ever had. And it wasn't the worst. It wasn't like, it was fine. That's what it was. And for the price I bought my meal for, I could feed my entire family this organic chicken from Costco. I think it comes in a 2-pack. This is the second one. The first one I made, oh, chef's kiss. So this has been unthawed in my Frigidator. Oh yeah, this is my new fridge. She fancy, eh? We had the fridge saga, guys. It's been like a saga. So anyway, the moral of my story is I want to show you how I make my roast chicken, because I can make a better roast chicken than what I had. And partially it's on mine because, well, I didn't know I could. I thought maybe I was missing out on something, so I wanted to try it. And it was one thing I could eat that didn't have bread, because I've been having some bread issues. I'm not gluten-free. I just have some bread. If it's homemade or if it's sourdough, I can handle it. I can handle it. But if it's not homemade and there's a lot of preservatives, I have a really, really hard time. I'm noticing a bucket of produce. Thought it was supposed to be on my sink, but it is on my table. That's okay. That's what happens when you got chittlers helping you out. Okay, if you see green on my hands, I really did scrub. It is spray paint. I am redoing a bed for my kid. So inside the roast chicken, oh, and I cook it in a cast iron at 350, sometimes 450, depending on how fast I need this ready. My boys are all at football camp and my husband is a coach, so I have quite some time. You gotta get all the innards. Sorry about that. Not really, because it's just part of life, yo. Ugh. Sometimes they put them in a package. Just shake this chicken. Not in this organic bird, you know. I'm going to rewash my hands and come back and get all my supplies ready and be like one of those fancy people with the cooking shows. Okay, I got my roast chicken in my cast iron pan here, looking all naked. I got my onions, which are kind of getting sad, but do you know what these are? These are the last of my storage onions from last year. Then, out in my big garden, I have onions. This one looks gross because it hasn't been washed, but got my first onion. It was ready. Good thing I got it. It was probably going bad. Yeah, this is a red Walla Walla. Did you know they made such a thing? Well, I didn't either. Now I do. Now you do. Could that be any more perfect? The day I'm using the last of my storage onions is the day I got my first onion of the year. What I do is stuff these in the, oh, I also have a lemon. A lemon, I like to use that. And I got my onion, which I'm just going to cut. The angle in my kitchen, guys, I have been looking into getting like a little rolling island to do some kitchen videos for you. Or for myself, it's just nice. Or I might just start having to do videos at my table. It just helps, I don't know. Or you're just gonna have to just be kind. Oop, preheated. So this onion, I'm gonna do, this is a decent size lemon. So I actually am going to quarter it. I don't think I need to use all of that. Not really a quarter, but it is what it is. So I'll take this half an onion and this lemon, and I'm going to go inside the chicken. And then I'm going to do the other half of the lemon. I can kind of squeeze it in there, you know. For the other half of the onion, stick it in there. It really just helps with the moisture. I got a stick of butter that's room temp. And I really wish, this is when I need a videographer. Gotta go wash my hands. And I'm just getting the butter inside the skin if you can, like in here. Kind of just inside the skin if you can, in there. Get the butter in there. Don't be shy. Don't let the limit of the butter exist. I used about a half a stick of soft room temperature butter, but guys, seriously, you do you. You could also use olive oil over your chicken. I'm just gonna sprinkle this garlic powder all over the chicken. You can also put garlic in the chicken, which I could. Mine's drying outside, so I won't. I have paprika. You want to be generous with your seasonings. Very generous, because it goes a long way. Ooh, I like to also shove rosemary and thyme up with the lemons and the onions. Ooh, I almost forgot salt. Okay, this is just some nice salt. This is Redmond's. I got it from Azure Standard, but when I was ordering it last, be generous with the salt. They were saying something about they couldn't come to a new deal with Redmond, so they're no longer carrying it. So that was a little sad because I just started liking it. So, okay. Oh, you could do some pepper. That'd be good. Oh, I found some garlic. Okay, we're in business. I've been really trying. Costco has a good olive oil for just like, actually that's probably what I should use. I have this nice olive oils from Napa Valley. This is so good. My sister makes really good sourdough, and to get that and some balsamic. And I bought this one from the coast locally-ish here. It's like fig balsamic. Chef's kiss, baby. It's so good. And dip some bread, put a little bit of thyme and crushed up rosemary and some pepper flakes. Got some but the Costco olive oil is good too. But I don't like it as well to dip my bread in. So I'm actually putting olive oil on top of the chicken. Okay, now final step, and then I'm gonna wash up and go out. So I got my rosemary, I got my thyme, I got my pepper. Just put my pepper on. Just a good chicken, and I'm gonna shove my rosemary into my chicken and my garlic. So we're gonna just shove that in there. Maybe sprinkle some outside the chicken as well. Now for the fun part. I'm just going to kind of massage this all into this guy. If you had some butcher twine, you can close the legs. I do not. Put some vegetables in here if you want. I'm actually making a separate pan of roasted Brussels sprouts. Not mine, from the garden yet, but still good. This is going to go in the 350-degree oven for about an hour, hour and a half until it is cooked. We'll see you back when it's done, but let's go out to the garden. Okay, oh, there's a water drop. I'm out in the garden. And the last video I talked to you, ooh, sorry, distraction. A very good distraction. The last video I was talking about my insect netting and what to do with that. And I was talking about this insect netting, and saying that it is, I had wondered if it was like frost cover, if it was on the plants, if it would work, or if you would still get frost. The natives are restless. I had lots of comments telling me about your guys' experience, which was awesome. And one gal said she'd cover her fruit trees and just set it on from the insects, and wherever it was touching the leaves was still eaten up by the insects, which totally makes sense, which is what I was worried about. But I also didn't want to pay $15 for the fiberglass rods that bend over. And then I had another commenter that told me that she would use irrigation piping, like the flexible black rods, and they with some rebar in the ground or something of the sort. And I was in Ace Hardware today getting something for my refrigerator, and these, I got sidetracked by the garden department, but I found these things, and they're used for driveways. They're not the most pretty. They're orange and reflective. Not my favorite, but you could paint those if this works out. I am nervous about bending them, and if they snap, we'll see. So I'm gonna try them. They seem long enough. They're taller than me, so they're about 6 feet, and my beds are 3 feet, so we'll see if it works. I only got 3 because 1, I didn't know if I was gonna snap them, or 2, I figured 3 would at least give us some idea if they're gonna work, and then I can go back. They were $3.99 or $4.99, so much better than $15 a pop. And if these work, this is a game changer. If they don't, please help me not get my eye shot out. We have been having a lot of rain the last 3 days, and it is so humid that my curls are having trouble staying in, and it's like sweltery out here. Now keep in mind, I am a northern girl, but also keep in mind it's humid, and I'm used to dry climate, and it's super humid. The rain was so heavy one day, which was on one of my videos, that it knocked down a lot of my plants in here. A lot of my chamomile went down the ground, orage went down to the ground, calendula, some of it went down to the ground. This is awesome. I do have a problem. Well, praise report, they did not snap. Good. I got a couple problems here. One, they're working really well for my cabbages. My rows must be the 3 feet. If they had 8 feet ones, that'd be awesome. I should look into that. Maybe like Lowe's would have it. And the second thing is, if it was just cabbages in here, it'd be fine. But my Brussels are pretty tall, but they're not, the Brussels sprouts aren't getting affected as much as the cabbages. And I didn't mean to plant, well, I planted cabbages in here after I planted seed of the Brussels sprouts that took 20 years, and I didn't think it was going to come up because a chicken got in. And I thought the chicken ate it, but apparently it did not. And I have 5 plants right here of Brussels sprouts, and they're pretty tall, and they're not, it's like stopping the netting, as you can see right here. So it is working for the cabbages. This is when the irrigation hoops would really come in handy. I might do that. But I will tell you, a lot of the damage has subsided. I haven't noticed anything more getting crazy. Would it be? So just having the insect netting has helped a lot. No more damage has happened since the initial damages. So, or that I could notice. It's not noticeable. These geese. They're like, feed me please, lady. Yeah. Look at that beauty. So, sometimes the sunflower alley gets crazy, and you have to take some leaves because you won't be able to walk through. And I just chuck them over to the chickens. This is probably my favorite place to just chill out right here. The geese are going to town. It has grown substantially since the last time you saw it. It's quite a bit. This is what I'm telling you about my calendula. I'm gonna tie it up to this metal bed piece and fix it that way. Just got hammered with that rainstorm. Some of the beauties that are out. That's a gorge. The sky you can only see from the chicken coop. As you can see, a lot has changed, and it is gloriously wonderful. The rain smashed down my Parisian market carrots as well, and now they're fine, so all is well, all is well. I got my gooseberry, a pocket full of gooseberries. Calendula. I'm just checking for any heads coming up. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. It's definitely going to be a fall crop for these brassicas. Shuki's wanting my razzleberries. Come on. Home. This is the first year I've been able to basically eat all I want on my raspberries. But I also haven't had really enough to preserve. Back through Sunflower Alley, and then we are going to head out. This isn't as glorious as it'll once become in the next few months with all, well, not months, I'm sorry, days, because there's just a few blossoms here and there, but when all of these mammoths are in full bloom, it becomes quite the sight, which you will get to enjoy through my lens. So thank you guys for coming along with me tonight. Oh, actually, this video's not over. I have to pull out that chicken and show it to you. I'll see you back in the kitchen, but I am going to put some music over this and go through Sunflower Alley, as I affectionately call her. I got my hair down now because it's not so humid out. Well, because I'm indoors. My fridge is pulled out. I'm working on the water. So here's the chicken. It'd be cuter if the legs were tied, but it ain't. And all I do, I'll tilt the pan like this. Can't do it with one hand. See all those drippings in there? Just kind of like so. I have a meat thermometer. So you don't have to cut it open and check. It's at 165 for poultry. And yeah, you want to find the deepest part of the chicken. I usually do like the breast way down yonder, and then that's it. I have my Brussels sprouts coming, and all I do is chop those up as thin as you want. If you don't want big chunks, don't get big chunks. Season them good with whatever you want. I do salt and garlic, granulated onion, maybe a little bit of pepper if I'm feeling it, and then I cut up some bacon, roast it all together with some olive oil, and then I will drizzle balsamic on it when it's out. And so we're gonna have that and some fresh, we got some raw carrots just from the garden, or salad. We got a lot of salad, so I'll pair it with that, and that is it. It's gonna be real good. I can taste it. You want to let your chicken rest for a bit, let it rest, and if it needs more salt or whatever, I'm never offended if people need to add more seasoning. Just add your seasoning, but I don't think it will, but it might. You never know. That's all she wrote, guys. So thank you so much for following along with me, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys. Real quick, these are my Pro Cuts I grew in my large garden. And they're so beautiful. It's fun to have them cut flowers on your table. And I'm still snacking on my gooseberries.